Whether you need a full-fledged plan or just a place to jump in, there are numerous opportunities to make a difference out there. Area agencies throughout the region offer volunteer opportunities. One such place is Jewish Family Services. We rode along with their Jet Express program that fills a vital need in the lives of both retiree and recipient.
I never thought my body would turn into where I couldn't drive because the kids, my daughter took the car away.
Okay, I'm Steve Strauss. I am volunteer driver for Jet Express. I'm a retiree. I worked for the post office for 36 years, and this is just one of the things I like to do to help out.
Okay, thank you.
They really appreciate the fact that somebody is willing to even take them to an appointment, even if it's just to the store, whatever. I take Barbara here for her volunteer work that she does. Otherwise, she couldn't get here. It's not that big a deal as far as getting qualified to do it. As long as you can drive and you don't have a bunch of accidents or anything like that and you're insured, you just like to spend a couple hours, maybe a week or whatever. That's all it takes.
My granddaughter was here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Which one?
The one from Indiana.
If I do work with them more than once, like I do with Barbara, I do develop a relationship with them. We talk about family or friends or what's going on in our lives, that kind of thing. And, it's just a little companionship for them, too. All right, well, then I'll see you probably next week, too, I guess.
Okay, I hope. I'll bring my back.
All right.
Yeah. All right, thank you.